name is Emily and I am a food addict. Hey there everybody, it's Emily, if you didn't get that from the intro or, my username. Today I'm going to make a confession, and I've said it before, I've typed it before to friends, but I've never actually said it out loud before, and that is that I am pretty sure, in my own opinion, I am addicted to food. So, a bit of a backstory. When I was putting on all the weight again from the previous time I had lost weight, I kind of got into a routine. And I'm not someone who really does get into habits. I'm more like spontaneous, like I don't have a particular way of doing things except for when it comes to food. And this is not a healthy one at all. So I get into the habit of eating the same things over and over. And it just so happens that when I was putting on all the weight, I was obviously probably eating a whole bunch of unhealthy food. So I would go to the store and I'd buy a frozen pizza because frozen pizzas are kind of cheap. I'd buy a thing of ice cream. I would buy a bag of chips, like a small bag of chips, sometimes a big bag of chips, like not gonna lie, and a bag of candy, and then a pop. And that would be like a typical Friday night's food consumption for me, which is awful. And I ate that a lot, like even more than once a week I would consume that. And if it wasn't a frozen pizza, it was like a fast food place, which is what I would eat a lot as well. So today I was at the store and I wanted to get some healthy food to snack on. But I had a really big craving for ice cream. And so I was on my way to the ice cream aisle. I was like, I can stop eating ice cream after today. I have all this healthy food now that I can replace it with, and yeah, there's like no reason not to eat ice cream. It's like it's just one day. And the problem is with that is that when I buy ice cream, I eat the whole thing in one sitting. I had a problem. I'm trying to avoid that problem now. So this was in the recent past, like maybe 2 weeks ago. And I would just eat the whole tub of ice cream right there and then. There and then and there. Whatever word order that goes, it was appalling regardless. I would eat the whole tub of ice cream, and I would tell myself, oh, I'm gonna buy this now, and then I'll eat maybe 2 scoops a night. But that doesn't happen. I end up eating the whole thing, and that's regardless of what I buy. If it's a bag of chips, I eat the whole bag of chips and probably the whole thing of ice cream, and that was a very common routine for me, which is terrible. But yeah, that's the kind of things I would eat almost every day these past 2 years. And I had said, after today I won't eat ice cream anymore. I'll just get a tub and I won't eat it. Spoiler alert, I actually did not end up getting the ice cream. I decided, I was like, that sounds awfully familiar to a line I heard in the show that I binge watched a couple months ago. It's called The Haunting of Hill House. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen that show, so they might know what I'm talking about. But there's this character named Luke, and he's addicted to heroin, I think. And he says, all I need is one more hit of heroin and then I'll be good. It'll help me feel better and then I'll be able to push through rehab. And that reminded me of myself. I was like, that sounds oddly similar to that. All I need is just this one little tub of ice cream and then I won't eat ice cream again until I'm healthy. It's and the reason I'm bringing this up is because I've said that before, and that wasn't, that's not what happened. I said I'm never going to eat it again. I'm just going to give in to this craving, and yeah, I'll stop. And it doesn't happen. So that's kind of why I feel like this is a really bad habit of mine, is to go out, specifically with ice cream. I mean, it happens with other things too. Basically like anything sweet at the moment, which is kind of weird because I was never a big sweet person until about 2 years ago when I started putting back on all the weight. It's weird. And so I'm going to, my challenge right now is like, I'm going to really try hard to stay away from chocolates and ice cream and cake and things like that. And I'm not saying I'm never going to eat that again, because I don't like believe restricting is the way to go, because then you just crave it. Like allowing, maybe getting it at a restaurant where you're given a specific serving size. But there's no way I can just go out to a store and buy a tub of ice cream and expect to be able to portion it out. Like, I'm not there yet. So instead, I decided to get like fruits. I got apples, kiwis, and blueberries because I like all those fruits a whole lot. And whenever I'm craving like ice cream or something sweet, I've decided I'm going to eat these fruits instead, and I'm gonna see how that goes. Like, I'm never not going to eat ice cream or anything like that again, but I think for the moment it's really beneficial for me if I just try to change that habit and nip it in the bud. Is that how that expression goes? I don't know. But that's what I'm going to try for right now. So it's kind of like a challenge, I guess, to help me. It's like a behavior modification. Like, I'm going to decrease the amount of ice cream and sweets, like chocolate and candy, that I eat, and increase the amount of fruits that I eat. And hopefully that will help hinder the craving for unhealthy stuff, because it can get pretty bad. So yeah, that's kind of like just a random video that came up today. I was like, you know, I feel like I should just talk about this because it's something that I've been struggling with. And like, I just want to share that I'm not perfect yet. Like, this is just me beginning on this journey again, basically. So I'm probably going to have a lot of ups and downs and challenges, and this is definitely one of them. So I just wanted to like disclose that, I guess. So yeah. Well, thank you for watching.